Hello, I'm Barry from Lenson Sauna. Today I'm going to show you how easy it is to assemble a Lenson sauna. The saunas take approximately 45 minutes to an hour to assemble. They can be assembled anywhere in the home, bedrooms, bathrooms, closets, basements, anywhere that's dry. We even install the saunas into spas, health clubs, hotels, and gyms. We're going to start with the floorboard. Floorboard's nice and light and easy. The floorboard has a little sticker on the front here that points to where the door goes. So in this case it's pointing this way, so we're going to put the sauna here. Now, when you're assembling the sauna, you will have to move it around because you're going to have access to all four sides. So it doesn't really matter how close to the wall you start with. You actually don't want it too close to the wall. If you're limited for space, you can move the sauna around to get from one side to the other. So next thing we're going to do now is put the back wall on. Okay, we're going to start with the back panel. The walls are light, they're easy to move. It's much easier if two people are assembling the sauna. It just goes a little bit smoother. So Linda's going to help me put this back panel onto the floorboards. We're going to center it on the floor. Now Linda's just going to hold that for me while I bring the side panel over. The next piece we're going to assemble is the side panel, the left side. It's the side that has the control panel. It doesn't really matter which side goes on next. This is the side that we're going to put on first. All the walls are tongue and groove, so they fit nice and snug into each other. So we're going to put this into the back panel. You can't get much easier than our easy latch system. Just hook the loop over the latch, push the trigger back, and you're all set. There's three latches on each side of the sauna. Now we'll put the other wall on. Now we're going to put the right wall on. It is going to go on exactly like the left wall. It's just going to latch up against the back side. Now there are latches at the bottom of each side of the sauna. Don't latch those yet, we'll latch those later on. Next we're going to put the seat and the heating panel that goes under the seat in. So what we're going to do is move the sides just slightly out a little bit so that we won't have a problem putting the seat in. This is why we didn't latch the bottom. The power cord goes in the bottom. The heating panel will just fit between two little quarter rounds, so it fits in there nice and easy. Then we're going to plug it together. Make sure you plug it together. That's important. Now we're going to put the seat on now. The actual seat goes in next. There's a finished front, so you'll know the front from the back. It's finished. We're just going to slide this right in over top of the heating panel. Done. Now we'll pull the sides back in. Now we're going to screw the seat down with supplied screws. Wherever there's a screw required, the holes are pre-drilled, so you don't have to worry about where anything goes. So now we're just going to screw the seats down. Next we'll put the door on. Before you put the front panel on, put the door handle on so you don't lock yourself inside the sauna. The door handle has a finished side and an unfinished side. The finished side has a lacquer, a water-based lacquer, on the outside of the sauna. So the unfinished handle goes on the inside. You just need two screws, they're supplied, and you need a Phillips screwdriver. That's a screwdriver that's a star-shaped screwdriver. Now we're going to just latch the front panel on just like we latch the sides on. Okay, we're just going to put the door on. Latch it together. Okay, now we can latch up the bottoms. It's all sides are all up. We latch that's the bottom of the sauna. Both sides. Now we're going to put the ceiling on next, but before we put it up, I want to bring to your attention there's some holes here. That's where the power cords will go through, and the cords for the radio and the control panel. They'll go through these holes. So keep that in mind when you put the roof on. Now on all sides there's cords that have to fit in through the roof. So before the roof fits in properly, we have to feed the cords up through the holes. These are the power cords here. The black ones are the power cords for the actual heaters. This is the power cord for the control panel. Now we're going to do that on all three sides. Next we're going to put the radio CD player into the radio casing. It just slides in, and then we're going to, there's a bolt back here, we're going to attach it to the stabilizer. Okay, now we're going to install the radio. Before we install the radio, I want to point out there's a little hole here. Keep that in mind because that's the little hole that you have to install a wire coming from the outside of the ceiling. This is the aerial, it's the outside aerial. So you need to remember that hole there. Okay, here's the aerial cord. We're going to plug it right in the back of the radio now. Okay, now we've got the aerial installed. We're going to put the radio casing in. There's a lip on the back of the radio box, and it's going to fit in another lip up on top in the ceiling here. Feed the wires all back through the hole. Now we're just going to screw it in place with the two supplied screws. Okay, now we're going to install the ionizer. We just plugged the ionizer in, and then we're going to screw it into the wall with supplied screws. So once we've got the ceiling up, hold all the wires through, the ceiling will drop in place nice and snug. It's going to help hold the sauna stable. Next thing we have to do now is just connect all the wires. We have our male, female parts are just like regular plugs. They just fit together nice and easy. Put them the right way. They fit together nice and easy. And I've already done the two sides here. They're already assembled. Now we just have to put together the connectors for the radios. Now all parts are male, female. They just snap together. Now when you're making your connections, make sure they're tight and they actually click together, or something just may not work properly for you. We just put the ionizer together. This is the control panel. And the lights. These male-female parts, they all go together. There, now we're all set. Now we're just going to put the dust cover on. This power cord for the electrical current will fit through a little hole in the dust cover, and the aerial for the radio will also just fit through a little slot in the back of the dust cover. And then you're all set to go. Okay, we're just about finished. We're going to put the dust cover on now. It just slides up on the top of the roof. There's a cutout here for the antenna for the radio. And there's another circle hole here where we're going to put the power cord through. So we'll just put this up. Okay, we've got the power cord coming out through the hole. We'll just slip the antenna up here, and the power cord is ready to plug in. It's a 12-foot power cord, comes through the ceiling. Okay, now we've got the sauna plugged in. We've put it in position where we're going to keep it. We're going to do the final test now, make sure everything's working okay. First we'll just check the radio, make sure we have some sound. Sounds good. We'll check the ionizer, on-off switch. Green light's on, so it's working well. We'll check the chromotherapy light. Chromotherapy light's on. Lights off. Check the heaters. Turn the on-off switch. Everything's soft touch, easy to use. The settings will come on to the same as the last setting that you used the sauna at. We'll check the heaters. Everything's working okay, we're good. So we're all set to go. Time for a sauna. So if you have any questions about how to install a sauna, please give us a call, 866-635-6766, or emails at info@lensonproducts.com. Thank you.